Hello, my dear friends. Are you a woman in marriage and you are beginning to get frustrated about the energy level, the libido level of your husband whenever you are in bed together, whenever you are in the process of lovemaking? He's so weak in the area of his erections. He can't seem to get that same energy to, rise up to the occasion. Sometimes when he wants to push inside of you, he goes weak. Or sometimes when he's inside of you, he goes weak. Or possibly while you are still rearing to go sexually, you are hypertensive, you are rearing to go as a woman, but your husband is no longer there. He gets weak and he gets off you, and you are so disappointed, you are so frustrated. This very particular edition is for you. A couple just left my office not quite long ago, and this is what they came to complain. 10 years in marriage, and they have been having the best of times, but recently the woman is complaining about what I'm talking about. The capacity of the husband not to do what he knows how to do best anymore. And they don't seem to understand it. The woman is accusing the husband, possibly he's sleeping outside, possibly he's getting the best of times outside. That's why when he comes home, he's so weak, he can't. But that is not the issue. I want us to look at this subject today, what I titled Weak Erections, the causes and of course the solutions. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so immediately. There's a red button by my side. Click on it and get subscribed and be part of this awesome family. This is where couples that want to make a success of their marriage, this is where they key into and they learn some of the nitty-gritty, some of the nuggets that will inspire and enhance their married life and their family life. This is the place to be. So let us go into today's discussion. What are the causes of weak erections? One of the major causes of weak erection is worry, especially if it has happened to a man before. The way a man and a woman react to sex, they react differently. For a woman, once she opens her laps, she's ready to have sex. And once she's able to be caressed and lifted to a certain level, she's up, rearing and go. But to the man, it is different. A man goes through a period that is not just about the physical side, the emotional side too. So if a man has had an experience of a weak erection or lack of the capacity to drive home, to actually do what he should do, if he has had that experience before and he continues relating, reflecting on that each time he goes to bed with you, each time he wants to have sex with you, if he continues to reflect on that, I can bet you that the same thing will continue repeating itself. So one of the things the man must do at this point in time is to be more relaxed and begin to see sex as an opportunity for blissful engagement. The man must realize that he is not there to impress the woman. The woman should also take that aspect of it off her mind. The man is not there to impress you. The man is there to have a blissful conjugal relationship with you that will satisfy both of you. So as a woman, you must also step up in trying to minister to your husband, in trying to get him to that level whereby he's no longer thinking in terms of impressing you. He's just there to do it the way, in a more relaxed form. That will take away the pressure of him, and of course the energy level will be restored. But I discovered that in the life of most women, they begin to complain. Most women will begin to feel withdrawn. Some of them get withdrawn. It's as if this man is going through this experience because he no longer loves me. No, it's not because he no longer loves you. Or this man is doing this because he does not find me attractive anymore. No, that may not be the issue. This man is doing this for one reason or the other. You will begin to presume and assume, and at the end of the day, instead of helping your man to achieve full erection, you undermine the process through your worry and through your withdrawal. So I am counseling the women out there, please be more empathic to your man. Show him more kindness. Get him to understand that if it didn't work out today, it can work out the next night. If you give him that kind of platform, you will discover that the man becomes more relaxed the next time he has a conjugal relationship with you. That is very important. The second reason why this may occur in the life of a couple that have been having wonderful sexual intercourse, the second reason why it may occur is overwork that leads to excessive weariness. When a man is so consumed in his work to the detriment of the pleasure of the home, When the man is so much into his business, into his career, he takes work home, he continues working throughout the whole night. Some nights he doesn't sleep, he kicks off sleep from his agenda. It will impact on his physical life. And of course, the physical life, it will also touch his emotional side. To the level whereby anytime he wants to have a conjugal relationship with his wife, the interest is not exactly there. And because he's overwearied, the energy level that should be there in the process of lovemaking will not be there. It will be lacking. That's why a man who has, his penis is already, is already ready to go. But by the time he begins starting to cause, because of excessive weariness, he doesn't have the energy level to actually perform the act. This is one of the reasons. And one of the things you must do as a man or a woman, encourage your husband to take enough rest after his daily chores, after his activities. Encourage him to be more relaxed, to spend more time in other things that can take away the pressure of work off him. If you can do that, you will discover that your man will get to that level whereby the pressures of work are undermined and he begins to enjoy other areas of pleasure. I want to let you know that as a woman, you have a whole lot of work to do. Don't criticize the man. It's not about criticism, because when a man is trying to eke out a living or to provide for the family, sometimes he may indulge himself in excessive work that may lead to weariness. And when that happens, weak erection is what follows. When that happens, lower libido is what follows. I want you to, as a woman and as a man, to look at that side and see that your man enjoys other pleasures. Let him listen to music, let him watch movies, let him interact joyfully with his spouse, let him be engaged in other areas that may give pleasure to him and reduce the work pressure. Then you will have his energy level at the peak. It's very important. The third reason that can also give rise to weak erections is when the man is hindered by what I may call masturbation. I have seen men who engage so much in masturbation, possibly because the wife is not always there, possibly because the wife cannot meet up to the sexual energy level of the man. Anytime the man wants intercourse, the wife gives a reason. Anytime he wants to do something, the man gives a reason. The woman gives a reason. Because of that, the man may end up exciting himself in his private moments. He gets to the bedroom, he gets to that, and he excites himself. If you continue to do that as a man, you can reduce the energy level in you. It can get to a level whereby, because as you are doing this, you are exerting all the muscles in your private part. You are exerting all the muscles in your penis and all that. And if you continue doing that over a process of time, you will discover that your libido level will be lowered. And each time you enter your woman, you ejaculate speedily, because through masturbation, you have been releasing energy. So that is also one thing. How do a man take care of that? Please, as a man, anytime that you have a need for sex, instead of masturbating, try to engage in what I call the principle of sex transmutation. Begin to take your sex energy to other areas. You can begin to read books, you can begin to do other things, and sweep your sex energy from the physical to the spiritual or to the emotional. Begin to do some other things that will make you not to go into masturbation. Rather, transmute your sex energy to other areas, and you will see that you become more healthy as time goes on. So, and as a woman also, when you discover that in the life of your husband, please stop giving excuses why you cannot make love with him. It's very important. Stop giving excuses. You are there to minister to your man, and if you cannot do that, then you are losing a very essential part of your marital union. So be there for him. Be there for him. If there is anything he's doing that is making sex unexciting to you, open up to him. Be more, open up to him. Talk to him. Let him know certain things he's doing that is not giving you the required, joy, and then see him make improvements. But be there for him. I always feel very bad when I see women having all manner of reasons to get out of the bedroom, because it throws their husband into a place of temptation. I can tell you that. I've seen women who tell their husband, I have headache today. Oh, I'm just coming back from work. Oh, I just delivered the newborn baby. Oh, this. They give all manner of reasons. And at the end of the day, the man in frustration undergoes another kind of, sexual discharge. He goes into masturbation. He starts looking outside of the marriage for satisfaction. It ought not to be. I must tell you. So please, as a man, do not masturbate. Transmute your sex energy to other areas, and you will see your sexual life improve for the best. I must tell you. So there is still, please, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, this is an awesome channel, you know that. So all you need to do is to look at this red button by my side, click on it and get subscribed and be part of this wonderful channel. We learn a whole lot on this channel. What are we discussing really? We are discussing weak erections, the causes and the solutions. I've given us 3. The fourth thing I must also tell you that makes men to go through weak erections is when there is a hidden health challenge. There may be some health challenges a man may be facing. For instance, somebody that is having diabetes, a whole lot of sugar problem in the body, somebody that is having high blood pressure, somebody that is having all those kind of hidden, is not so pronounced, but it takes a toll at the body eventually. And what do? Anytime you have so much sugar content in the body, it is difficult to achieve solid erection. It is difficult, of course, to have a quality sexual intercourse, because the moment you start, the sugar in you will undermine everything. So what you do as a couple is to look for bitter things. I've seen a couple who brought down the sugar level by you can use something like bitter leaf. You get bitter leaf, you do it very well, and then the water that comes out of it, begin to drink it morning and night. Over a long period of time, you see your sugar level go down. There are some other bitters, yo-yo bitters and all manner of bitters, and when you begin to take it, it reduces your sugar level, and then you see your libido come up. When a man is suffering from such things, it can undermine it. It can undermine quality sexual intercourse. And that's why I want the women to also pay more attention. If your husband is having a high blood pressure, is having diabetes, is having such ailments, or if it has not even showed up, please do whatever you can to bring some other things to reduce the sugar level and get into that level where he can begin to enjoy a little bit of sexual energy, and then the sexual energy will of course come into him, and he'll begin to do what he knows how to do best. So it's very important. And if you are a woman in marriage and you discover that your husband is having a health challenge that seems to be undermining his libido, I encourage you to be more empathic. I encourage you to be more supportive. I encourage you to find ways of jointly, as husband and wife, seeking for a proper solution. If there is a need for him to see a medical doctor, encourage him to see one immediately. As a matter of fact, accompany him, because you have a life together and you are looking forward to living your life 10 years, 20 years, 50 years in marriage. Therefore, whatever is undermining his libido at this level, this is not a time for you to begin to criticize him or begin to tell him that he's wayward or this and that. If there is anything that is a health challenge, he might have picked up maybe an STD somewhere that is undermining his sexual capacity. It is very, very important for you as the woman to rise up to the occasion and help him to seek for a solution to that very particular ailment. It's very, very important. I must say that. And of course, the final thing I want to mention that can cause a weak erection, or the inability of the man to properly perform at optimal level, is excessive intake of alcohol and all manner of dangerous substances that minister negatively to the body. And I'm talking of things like cigarette, tobacco, heroin, cocaine, all those kind of useless, all those kind of things. They inhibit the body, they task the muscles of the body. At a particular point in time, you may discover as a man in your 40s, in your 50s, you are beginning to find it difficult to achieve proper erection. I must tell you, please, these things must be kicked out if you actually desire to see a marriage that flourishes with joy, especially in the sexual bed. A whole lot of women are having problems with their men, like the woman and the husband and the wife that left earlier. This was part of their problem. This is exactly part of their problem. The man is too much into alcoholism and is tasking his capacity to perform. He's tasking him negatively. He's beginning to find it difficult to actually achieve full erection when he's in process of lovemaking with his wife. Please, I want you to, anytime you have a problem that has to do with sex, it is necessary for you to do it, to find a solution with love. Let there be love. Allow love to flow. Let it be natural. You are not a marriage to, undermine one another. Neither are you a marriage to impress anyone. So learn to allow love to flow through your words, through your communication, and through the process of seeking for adequate solution. Let love be at the foundation. And as you do so, effective and effectual lovemaking will come naturally to both of you. And before you know it, that same level of energy that seemed to have been lost will also come up again. And I pray that as many as have listened to this wonderful edition, that you take notes of some of the things we have said on this channel and put it into practice. Hearing is one thing, but practice is another. I look forward to having wonderful testimonies from you as a couple. Before you check out, please look at this red button by my side. Click on it and get subscribed and be part of this channel. And let's do this once again next week, when we shall come again with another awesome and explosive topic that will be to your joy. I thank God for keeping us together, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful time. Bye.